Okay. So I have shared a link in the chat. So first of all, welcome everyone, and everyone can go
Okay.
to the link.
Okay.
Can I also share my screen?
Yes. So you want us to click on that thing?
Yes.
Yes, eh?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
So if you click on that link, then you will normally get to a website
Please
where you
have we
see it.
click?
Yes.
Yes, on my side, I'm seeing the instructions.
Okay. So there are
Yes.
there are 5 exercises hidden in the picture. So by pressing somewhere, you can open the exercise and try to solve it. If you have solved all exercise, or after every exercise you have solved, you will get the numbers. And if you get all the numbers, then you can try to escape from the picture. That's the goal.
Okay.
So 5 exercises, and then the door is the big escape. So you can try to look for them.
Okay.
You should give this to us. Give this to us now next lesson. That's not that when this day creator there. Don't you think?
I see that someone tried to open the door, but
Yes.
don't have all
We have
the
not yet.
numbers yet, so
Yeah.
not yet. First need to solve all the exercises before you can escape.
Now,
Okay, here. Your phone is here. I'm done with business. What else did you wait? Oh, wow.
now, saying
Yes. Yes.
like it asks in case you fail, it asks you to go back
Yes.
and but
So
I'm not
if
seeing
you
that
yeah, that was a
editing
bit.
option.
So if you want to go back, then you have to press the little black and white arrow at the top left. Then you can go back. Then if you then press the door again, then you can try again.
Like I should what?
So if you so you are at an exercise now, you want to go back to the image, right? Or what's the problem?
Now the problem, let me share my screen and
Yes,
see.
then I can see.
Are you saying
Uh, I'm not see. Yes, now I see. So if you want to go back to the screen, then you have to press the arrow like in the top left, the black arrow, black and white.
top left?
This arrow.
Oh,
Then you can go back.
okay. Okay, okay, okay.
And if you solve an exercise, your answers get saved except from the log. There they don't get saved.
I'm in a meeting. Yes, that's not required.
So first you need to solve all the other exercises, and for every exercise you solve, you get one number for the log, and only then you can open the log. So not before. That's the final thing. Okay. I see that Lynn was able to solve an exercise. That's very good. If a student solves an exercise, and I can see it. If you find question 5, that maybe that one is too difficult to answer now because you need to follow the class before you can answer that. But 1 to 4 should be doable, I think. 5 is maybe a bit too difficult for now. Because it refers back to something. Hello?
Hello?
Ah, yes. So 5 is maybe a bit too difficult for now because they need something they have seen in class. So, but 1 to 4 should be, I think, doable. Exercises.
What a combination. No, no, you got that door, it has a combination door. But grab, the first number is door. It's Albert Einstein, come on, first look at me.
Is there a question or are the students just discussing?
Yes, sir. You were saying something? Okay. Senne, you were saying something?
Yes, I heard people talking, so I was wondering if there was a question or if the students were just discussing with each other. I don't know that.
Oh, they were just discussing.
They're just discussing. Okay, okay. Let me know if there's a question.
You can't go back to the thing. African country. The installations, and then I think installations, I'm doing that. Install that. Say that. What do you do? You're searching the steps for installing that. Please. Then just see me. That mean that the desk we went to it. If just see me, that's a time. I'm trying to that. It's not my trade. I was thinking that we had down like, oh, like that's loves. I didn't even think I'm saying that. Oh. Hey, mom, let's put it on. Yeah, out. Yeah.
Hey. Are you kidding? Keep it.
So much distance, then you're looking at.
Oh, I'm not ready. Like you have anything you do, you have to go back. They give you a hint of the number.
But
No, like I don't like to open that big door.
that door, and like that was the first thing there I saw that door.
Yeah.
And there's like a phone thing that you have to type in the numbers, but you have to go back and get those numbers. Yes. You don't know how.
No, like you go back. I've seen those baskets.
What?
Eh?
Aceita aí, finish. Está nisso.
Marissa, I'm with your call. Which answer did you? Kali, first come with your call.
Tell me I changes. Tell me I changes. I take pictures in term two and I lent my picture there. We already took pictures from Greece.
But I'm in a meeting.
Yes, please.
I'm in a meeting.
You're limited.
I'm in a meeting. It's in a meeting.
Oh, I'm sorry. Where do I register them? Sweet. Why had double no. Space on my wife. Let me see. Swap which is that. Very fun.
Senne, I think
Yes,
they have tried.
they have tried indeed.
Yes, we have. Yeah,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Nobody was able to open the door.
Yes,
Yeah.
we have got some numbers, but yeah.
Did the students like it? They like
So
it.
with yeah, so surely it requires high order thinking.
Why?
Hello?
Hello?
Okay, I think we can continue. We have tried, I
Yeah.
think it will work.
Yeah, and I think it works. Okay. Then I would like to thank the students for helping with this test. I don't know if they can hear me, but thank you.
Okay, thank you. So let me ask them to log off and then we can continue.
Yes.
It's okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear something, yes.
Okay.
I can hear something, but not very well.
Okay.
And I can hear an echo of myself. Oh, not anymore. Now it's okay. Oh, yeah,
What about now?
I can hear you, yes. Not optimal, but you're clearly understandable, yes.
Okay. I have disabled it.
Excuse me?
Hope now I'm clear.
Now I can hear you, yes.
Are you able to hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay, okay. I think let me use this space here. Okay. So can we start with a quiz? Or we can first start with the lesson.
Wait, it's a bit difficult here. What, can you please repeat yourself? What did you say?
I'm saying, what should we start with? Should we start with the lesson by sharing what you have prepared, or we start with a quiz?
I think this was the quiz, right? Or the escape room. What do you mean exactly with quiz?
Yes.
I mean, I can share my slides, but
Okay.
I don't really understand what's happening right now. Do I have to give my class, or are we just going to go over the slides? Because I've not prepared the class itself yet, like the questions I want to ask.
Oh, okay. The slides. Hey, the
Ah,
slides.
The slides. Okay, then I can share them. Yes. Let's see. Okay. Can you see the slides?
It's
Or not?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, yes, I can see your screen.
You can see the screen. Okay, good. So first of all, which lesson will this be in the lesson series about quadratic equations?
Okay,
Because
that will be lesson 7.
7,
Mm,
like this.
yes.
Okay. So first, what I have is the learning outcomes, which I want to share with the students. So 3 things: how to find the quadratic function if you have its root and one additional point that lies on the parabola. Then how to solve simultaneous equations if you have one quadratic equation and one equation of this form. And then how to find parabola in your day-to-day life. So that will be the contents of the class. So first, I wanted to revise what a parabola is. So I will tell them that the quadratic function looks like this. And then I ask the question to the class, okay, what does the graph of a quadratic function actually look like? And then I was thinking to let them draw on the screen, if that's possible, but I think you said it was possible. And then they can try to draw a parabola themselves, see if they remember. After letting them do that, I will show 2 examples.
Do you want them to do on the screen?
What did you say?
Do you want them to do on this screen?
Yes, if that's
Okay,
possible.
let me see. Okay. Okay. I think it is possible.
Okay, and can I remove it? Yes, I can. Good.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So then I will show them what the quadratic function looks like, just to be sure if nobody has a correct answer, that we at least have a correct answer. And yeah, these are parabola. So then I will introduce the problem. So it's the same problem that I talked to you about last time. So you have the transportation of food throughout the country, and because of that, the government has built a tunnel for delivery trucks. We have that the tunnel has a parabolic shape, so the same shape as before. It's 20 meters wide, 50 meters high in the middle, and the truck is 2 by 3 meters. So I have these 2 pictures. I know that you asked to look for a picture of a tunnel in Uganda last time, but I could not find a clear picture that is parabolic shaped and that's completely visible, because either people were standing in front of it or it was not completely parabolic.
Yeah. Yes, I thought I would get one, but I think I just need to be a bit more strategic. Probably,
Okay.
let me see. Oh, yes, yes, I think I have one, but I'm going to check. There is one I took at the ICT hub, so maybe I'm going to check out for that photo of that truck.
Okay. Yeah, I found one picture
But
on the internet.
this one is still very fine.
Yeah, but it would be nice if there was one from Uganda, of course. But yeah, I found one picture on the internet which was good, but it was with I had to pay for it, or I had to use or there was a watermark on it, which is also not very good, I think. So, but if you have another tunnel in Uganda, then that would be nice. But I took a real
For the
truck this
tunnel,
time.
not really. But that is okay.
That's okay. Okay, good. And then how many trucks can drive through it maximally at the same, or how many trucks can actually drive side by side through it at the same time? So then I want to get them get acquainted with the problem. And for that, I wanted to share another link in a chat, but I don't think it's very important that we test it with students because I know how it will work. But I will share it with you now. Let me get to the link. Then I will let them go to the link that I just shared.
Okay. Let me go there and see.
So what they have to do is, so what you can see here is the blue part is the edge, the brown part is the ground, the white part is a schematic version of the tunnel, And the black rectangles, they represent delivery trucks. And the goal is now to put as many delivery trucks side by side in the tunnel as possible. So by using your mouse, you can drag the delivery trucks to the tunnel. And of course, it's important that the delivery trucks don't overlap and they touch the ground, because you cannot put delivery trucks on top of each other. And then I want to let them play a bit with it. Yes. So maybe I will share another screen now. I don't know if you've used GeoGebra in this way yet. So normally you should see my Google Chrome now. I think. So normally you should see my Google Chrome now. Can you hear me?
Oh, sorry.
Ah.
I was asking, have you seen the my side?
I don't see, what I can see is if you go back to Zoom, I shared my Google Chrome and then you can see what I see.
Okay. But I can see when I check on your screen, I'm seeing the GeoGebra. And
Yes.
I'm able to see the testing phase. I'm able to see
Yeah.
what you tried out. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I can press on one student and I can see what they've done. And I can also change it. Then it will not happen
Okay.
on the student screen, but I can show it to the entire class. What I can also do is I can hide the names so that people don't get like a bad reputation if they have a mistake or something. So that's what I can do. And then I can show you, for example,
Okay.
if a student says that this is the correct one, then I can say, oh, but you can put another one in here. And then we can try to go to the correct answer, which is 8. Put everything close enough. You get 8. And then the students already know what the answer is, and they also know what we try to compute. Otherwise, maybe it's a bit too abstract, so that's why I wanted to do this. I think the screen froze.
Okay.
So let me share the PowerPoint again. Good. So after we have done that, then I want to let students think about what they have to do mathematically to solve this problem. So by asking questions, I want to find out themselves that First of all, you need to describe the tunnel as a function. So we can do that with a quadratic function because it's parabolic shape. Then we want to find the intersection points of your graph and align with the equation y is 3. And then I can refer back to GeoGebra because this is the point where your truck will actually go out of the tunnel, so to say. So this is the critical point where we have to look for. So we look for those intersections. And then we try to interpret the result, how many trucks can fit into the tunnel. I can make this smaller because I cannot see you while I share the screen. Wait. I can't see the screen. Okay, then I will just do it like this. Otherwise, I cannot see it. It's maybe a bit awkward. Then I want to ask the students a question. So if you have we need to fix a coordinate system. That's the first step. So which of these points would be best suited to take as the origin of the coordinate system? So A, B, C, D, or E. And then I will let them send in their answer using the chat. So using the chat, they can just send A, B, C, D, or E. In for this exercise, I propose A, because if you use A, then you can make use of the fact that your function has two different zero values, and one of your zero values is 0. So then your function will get a more easy form. C would also work, but then you only have one zero value, which is a bit more difficult to work with. And E might also work, but then you need to use negative numbers. So if you use A, you can use positive numbers. That's the idea. So after that, I will give them this, or I will ask them what the zeros are. So I will ask that here, what are the zeros of this quadratic function? They're 0 and 20 because it's 20 meters. And then I will remind them of the general form of quadratic function, which you can write like this. And then I will let them think, okay, which of these do we already know? Then it would be R1 and R2 because those are the zeros. So you can just plug them in and you find this expression. So we only need to find the value of A. And then I will ask them, okay, what do you think we can do to find A? And then correct answer is that you have to plug in an additional point. What additional point do we have? We know that it's 50 meters high in the middle. So that means that this point needs to lie in your parabola. So you can plug in the numbers yourself. So what I will then do is I will only show this. And then I will let the students try to find A on their own for a little while. So they have to work in groups, have to find A and then write it in the chat, or someone should come to the front to say it. And only then we will look at this for the solution. So here it's a little exercise for them to do in the class. And then you can plug everything in and you get a nice quadratic function like this. So that's the first step. The second step is to find the intersection points of these functions, which means that you need to solve this system. Then I will ask them, okay, how can you solve such a system? You can do that with the elimination method, and that gives you a quadratic function. After this, there's again a little quiz to help them get their to revise the quadratic formula, and then they have to vote in the chat which of these is the quadratic formula. So there's also a little bit of interaction here. Of course, this is the answer. After this, they get again an exercise, namely this one. I will give them a little bit more time for this. So you have this quadratic equation, use a quadratic formula to solve it. You have to write your answer in this way, where the square root of gamma is a third. So they have to think a little bit about this. Then it's just the solution. So I will go over the solution then step by step, especially this part. I will emphasize again how you can go from this to this. And then we can conclude that these are the intersection points. There's a mosquito here. Okay, and then we go back to the original question. So we want to find the length L between these intersection points. And how can you compute that? You just take the x value here and the x value here, and you subtract them, and you get this. And by plugging it into your calculator, you get approximately this number. Then you know that the truck is so 2 meters wide, 3 meters high. And then I will ask this question, which the students can think about using this information, and then the solution is 8, because 8 times 2 is smaller than L, but 9 times 2 is bigger than L. And after that, it's time for the escape room. So here are some instructions, which might also have been useful for the testing, but forgot to share it. So first go to the link that I will share in a chat. You need to find 5 exercises, find them all to escape. Use a piece of paper to write down your intermediate steps, but you only need to type in your final answers in the escape room. If you have solved an exercise, then you have to submit it and enter all the names of your group members. And then finally, the thing that we were struggling a bit in the beginning, if you want to go back to an image from an exercise, you have to press the circled arrow in the top left of the screen. Then I want them to think a little bit about it. And afterwards, then I have to share my Google Chrome again. So what I can see when students are solving this, then I get a menu of the answers to of all the submitted answers. For example, here question 3 is something that not a lot of people have tried, but question 4. Then I can see, okay, which students scored how high on which question. Can also press on a specific student, and then I can see what they've written down. And then if there's time left, the most difficult exercises, I will go over them at the end of the class, but only if there's time left. So that's the idea of the class. So for example, as well for the log, I can see who has tried and how many times. So that would be the idea for the class. There's no one.
Then, can you tell that this person has passed the log?
Yes, I can see that. I can see how for every separate question, including the log, how well everyone scored and what they answered specifically. What I can also do, which might be interesting for you, I can also download all the results. So I don't have that open here, but I can download all the students' answers, and then I can, for example, I've made a little one here. Let me share another part of my screen. Let's share. So, for example, this is how you can download it. So then you can see which student has submitted their answers and what did they answer.
Okay.
So what I can do is I can download these and write some feedback underneath it and then send it back to you or something, and then you can share it with your students. I can do it on one PDF, but I also can do it in separate PDFs. Because what I don't want, I made a deliberate choice to not say immediately whether the answer is correct or not, because then a part of the game would be lost. But of course, in the end, they should know which questions they got right and which one they got wrong. Because if they made, for example, like this student, she answered 0.20. Yeah, that means for the combination log, she will say that the fourth number is 2, but the fourth number is not 2. So if the combination log doesn't work out, then the student has to go back to their previous questions to see, okay, which one of these is wrong. But at the end, like in next class, then of course they should get feedback on how they scored. But that's something I can do.
you first take me to the one for description.
Excuse, what's with the description?
There's one where the question was asking you to describe something.
Yes. So with that one, so a lot of the questions get automatically corrected, like this one, but also the one where you just have to fill in something. So for example, here the student said 0.2 seconds. Okay, 0.2 is wrong, but imagine that they've written 0.78 seconds. Then I can switch it from wrong to correct. So there can be an automatic correction and a manual correction. And for the one where they have to give a description, there I can go, I have to check it myself. But that's what I will be doing while the students are working. So while the students are working, I will look at their answers and I will submit feedback, which you can only see afterwards. But for example, I think it was question 1. Like, for example, this was your answer, I think. You answered quadratic curve, but then, yeah, there's a quadratic curve, but the question was, where is the quadratic curve? So then it's not completely correct. While another student said the arch in which the door is curved and the length along the door from the arch. So that is a correct answer. So it's the top part. So you have to do that manually. As you can see, this is how it's normally is written there, like with an exclamation mark, manual correction needed. And then you can choose, is it correct or is it wrong? So that's the idea.
Okay. I think that is very brilliant. It is okay. Then
Okay.
let us start with the slide. There's somewhere where I saw intermezzo. Would that be a language?
Is that not an English word?
It is sure.
Or is it wait, is it in English? Now I don't know.
It is an English word.
But maybe it's a difficult word, or
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Just no, leave it. If it is English, just leave it. I think I just need to. Okay, because according to, okay, what was your intention? What does it mean from your end?
Intermezzo, it means like something in between.
Between,
So we are trying to find intersection points, and here we will again try to find intersection points. But before we continue, we have a little intermezzo. We do an extra question.
It is well. In fact, now I was trying to relate to music. It's something. Yes, it has some kind of relation with the music.
Did not know that.
Yes, in music, and yeah, I've heard that word in music side, but it's okay. Okay. Yeah, because in music it can mean a short interval when you are composing a music piece. So when you put that interval, it means like a short, like something short or light, but it's very okay.
Oh no, no, it's just me. Something in between.
Then I think that was okay. Then I've noticed when I went back to the GeoGebra, I've noticed that the answer we got here surely matches with the number of tracks we can fix. Because I looked at the one you sent through the chat, I noticed I can fix 8 of them.
Yes. Wait,
was that the idea behind?
Wait, that you can put 8 of them in there, right? Or
yes.
Yes. So that's the idea, yes.
Okay, yes. Then that one matches very well.
Okay. Yeah, the only question is you can put 8 of them in there, but then there's almost no space in between them. So a second question would be, okay, if, for example, there needs to be 20 centimeters between every track, then how many can fit in? But that's a question in the escape room.
Okay.
That's the question for the interpretation part. So for the escape room, I just took the entire big exercise that we have done and cut it into 5 smaller pieces. And that's then the piece for the final part.
All right. Okay. Then I think and that is okay. That is okay. Then I don't know whether Now I saw a quiz. I saw a multiple choice question. Do you want them to answer through the chat? That's
Yes,
one.
like this one, and then as well the one with the intermezzo, yes. Then they have to
Hmm.
answer in chat. So that I
Okay.
can see that there's a little bit of interaction. That it's not only listening or that everyone has to answer.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Then that is very okay. That's very okay. Okay. I feel it is well. That is okay.
I was wondering whether they know this formula.
Yes, that is okay. They will be able to relate well,
Yeah.
because they can let them explore and see at least something very new. That is very
Yeah.
okay. They will be able
So
to relate.
yeah, I will give them this, but then I will let them think, okay, if we can write it like this, what do we know already in this case? And then I will let them think, okay, we know R1 and R2 because, oh, these are the zeros. So this I will tell them, and this they have to think about.
Okay, I think they will relate this to forming a quadratic equation. So
Yeah.
they'll be able to do it.
Okay, good.
Okay, I think what we need now to look at is going to be the time, because when you looked at this last activity, the activity you gave us, the one for book, you notice that it requires some high critical thinking and it takes time. So how much time
Indeed.
have you budgeted for it?
I think, let me check. I've written it down last time. It was in the other slide, so let me open them. Yeah, the time is my weak spot. I'm very bad at time management on that front with the
Yes.
classes. So
Okay.
this was my current time. So for the escape room, it was 17 minutes.
Okay, that one is okay. This is sufficient
Yeah.
now.
Like what I was also thinking is if they cannot finish, but if they want to finish it, they can also try to finish it by next class or something, or next week, if they like it.
Okay.
Because it's some kind of game as well, right?
Yes. That is okay.
That is okay, good. Yeah, I don't know if the feedback on the online escape room depends a bit on what they're like. If they do,
yes.
if they,
Do you
if
want
they
them to type in the chat, or do you prefer them filling in Google form?
Oh, with feedback, I meant I give them feedback on their results. But if you, if they want to give feedback on, that's maybe as well a good idea because I've never used it. So then, I've never made a Google form yet. Is that difficult? I can look if that's possible. Yeah, maybe I will try to make a Google form. Again, I've never done it, but it might be nice. Yeah, if that's possible, then I would like that. Yes.
Okay, but it's okay. We can do any that is a bit much easier.
Sorry, can you explain again?
I'm saying we can go with any format that will be a bit more easier.
Yeah, true. But I will try the Google form, and if that doesn't work, then we can use a chat. If that's okay. Good.
Okay, that one is also okay.
Yeah, so I will let you know, but normally it should not be a problem, right? Okay. And what do you think of because last time we also talked a bit about coloring. Do you think green would be a suitable color, or would you change it to something else?
Yeah.
I think green was for concentration, if I remember correctly. I don't know if the color scheme is good. I think your screen froze, Stephen.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Can you come again? The question you had?
Yes, my question was about the color scheme. So last time we discussed a lot about colors. Do you think that
About
this is the
coordinates?
colors? No, colors. It's the color of the slides goods. The fact that I use green. Or would you use another color?
I've not gotten the question. Well, we discussed a lot about
coloring of the slides.
Slides. Okay.
The coloring.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I do get.
Yes,
Oh, the psychological colors. Yes.
yes. So, do you think green is good or should I use something else? I think green was for concentration, so I think that's not bad.
Yes, green is very okay. Because it's for concentration. Maybe in case you want more productivity, that's when you can add in some blue. But green is very okay.
So maybe make the escape room blue then, because then we want them to be productive.
Yes.
Okay. Good. Okay. Then I don't know if you have to discuss something else or if you think everything is okay for the class.
Now, okay. Now, here, you'll throw some light on the set C containing real numbers. It is not so common.
Wait,
where you have put.
Do you mean this or?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Even those partial letters you have used, you'll be, yes, the alpha, the beta, the gamma, and so on. So you'll throw some light as well about them.
Should I use other numbers or letters?
Yes.
Other letters, okay.
These Greek letters, this Greek alphabet.
Maybe too difficult for you. Okay, I will change them. What letters can I use? S, T, and U or something.
Okay, maybe you can use P, Q, R, something like that. That's a bit common.
Yes. I did not want to use A, B, and C because A, B, and C was already used.
Already.
Yes. So P, Q, and R is, and then this needs to be R.
Okay, that is perfect.
This needs, I think, it's like this. Okay. Maybe I will go over all the sides again and then we can give feedback side per side. I don't know if that's more effective. Anything about this slide?
Okay, that is very okay.
Good.
Okay, that is okay.
So here we have the tunnel.
Here I have a task. So here I have a task. I think I will be able to send it. Let me check out for that photo. Then I'll be able to send it.
Yeah, if you send it, I can change it, and otherwise we can use this one, I think.
Okay.
So if you send it, then I will.
Okay.
Good.
But the tunnel is okay.
Okay. Then this one.
That is very fine. Okay, very okay. Very okay.
Yeah, it's the same, but with explanation.
Okay, that is very okay.
Okay.
Very okay. I don't know. On that photo.
Yes.
Can we make the axis very visible? Can we use?
No.
Can we, the black one, I don't know whether we can have another color to make the x-axis very visible. Red comes out very well,
Yes,
but the
wait.
black one.
Okay, let me try. I will just put in, because I just made them with the arrows in a PowerPoint, so let me put on another arrow on top, and then we'll see.
Okay.
So first of all, I have to make them a bit thicker, a bit more. Okay, like this. And then we can look
Okay.
at the colors. Purple.
Okay, you can go to another color and we see.
Yes, I can go to all colors.
Try yellow and we see.
Yellow.
How yellows?
This yellow.
Okay, you choose. You choose. As long as it's not black, because I'm looking at the flow of
Yeah,
the
and
tunnel.
then it's a
Black.
bit. Yeah, let's
Uh,
maybe do yellow then.
mm,
Never seen someone use yellow for coordinate axis, but then at least it's visible.
okay.
Yes.
Okay, that
I
is
think
better.
think this is visible indeed.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, I will change that everywhere later. Axis.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Anything else there for this slide?
No, this side is now okay. Though, okay, let's leave them. It is well. Okay, the side is okay.
Slide is okay. Good.
Side is okay.
This one as well.
Very okay. Yes, that is okay.
Then the quiz.
Yeah, the quiz is very okay.
The same. That's it. So I will only show them this to begin with, and then they have to work a bit on their own and then find this and the things from the next slide.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
This one is okay or not? Do you have any suggestions for this one?
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Good.
this
Or
is,
not?
I think, very okay.
Okay, good. And then the final one?
Okay. Yeah,
Just with
then the
the
final one is okay. Then maybe at the end you can maybe put just thank you for attending
yeah,
something.
that I was indeed planning. I did not want you to see it yet.
Oh,
Thank you. The thank you is that's like writing a like acknowledgements in a
yes.
thesis or something. You should only do it after the end. Yes, I was planning.
Oh, okay. It is well. It's well. Okay. I
Okay,
think this is
good,
a perfect lesson.
good. Then I hope that time-wise we get there because maybe it's a bit much, but I mean with this they can play with it afterwards if they want. I think.
Yeah, just need to be fun. To be fun.
Yeah, I also think it will be fun.
Yeah.
Good. If you want, I can send you their answers so you can use it for for feedback or something, but I will do that then after the lesson, of course.
Okay, it is well. Maybe at the end after that lesson, because I want to sit down and I check. Can someone still be able to do it, even if like, can you turn it on and off?
I don't think I can turn it off. I know GeoGebra I can turn off. This one, I mean,
Okay.
I think it's always available until I delete it, I think.
Okay.
So they can still use it, yes.
Okay. Then it is well.
Oh, yeah, okay, I have found the button make inaccessible, but I will not press that.
Okay. Yeah, it is well because I want to try it in my free time.
Yes, I saw you tried a lot to just brute force the door, but I will not tell you what the solution is, but I can tell you you never got more than one number right.
At first, I didn't read the instructions. So I thought, so I went on the door and I just knocked it. Now on opening, they asked me for the values. So I put randomly, randomly,
Yeah.
until when I had to go back and then I start following, picking, because I noticed that it's through those picking that you can get a hint.
Yes, yes. So
It was very interesting.
no, you can try to escape in your free time, indeed.
Yeah. I'm going to crack the code. I will send it to you after cracking
Okay.
it.
Yes. I've hidden an additional exercise behind the door, so I don't know if we should discuss that one or if you want to discover it on your own.
Oh, you have, yes, it is well. You can just maybe show me the
Yeah.
additional one.
Yeah, the additional one, it's um it's basically if people are done already, but I don't think that will happen in practice. But if it is, then the question is, can you find a parabola in your classroom? So if you
Oh,
look around, can you find the parabola? And
let me
then,
check. Because this is the class where we are going to be,
yes,
whether we can be able to see any parabola.
and yes, and can you try to, if you find one, do you think you can find the quadratic function? So it's a real life example, real life exercise. Can I make it big?
Yeah. Checking just whether I can see any.
If you look really well, because usually sometimes it can just pop up, but I can't see your screen right now. I think you stopped the camera.
That is a big file. That's my screen.
Now I can see it. Yes.
You can see it.
Yeah, I can see a parabola there already. The window in the red building, the orange building. Right?
Yeah. Are you seeing any picture of the door?
The door as well.
But I know we shall use one of them. But I'm going to search. I'll check, but I know I'll ask them to look out for those parabolas. Even
Yeah.
their design. This one can act as to one. This one here. But I'm going
Yes,
to
that's
check
also
out.
one. Yes.
Check out. See whether I will get more. So I'll send you something of that.
Okay. But I think it's a fun final exercise. If they have time left, then they can look for the parabola in their neighborhood.
Okay.
But then they need to escape first.
It's going to be very interesting. And I think so. Okay, and that is next week.
Yes, next week on Monday let me check to see if we have the
Let's
same.
confirm. Is it Monday, Wednesday?
I think we scheduled at 11 your time. on Monday.
11th, eh?
Yes, 11 on Monday.
11th?
Yes.
Oh, 11th of April, not so?
Oh no, the 14th of April at 11 a.m.
14th of April, this
Yes,
week.
next
No,
week.
no, no, next week.
Next week,
Okay,
Monday at 11 in the
okay,
morning.
okay, yeah.
So let me just type it just to be sure that we have the same date.
Okay, that will be very fine. Okay,
So this time, right?
yeah, that will work very well.
Okay, good. And
Okay.
then what I need is I need a MP4 of the recording afterwards to submit it to Gilbert.
Yes, I'm going to, sorry, I thought I would upload the recordings, but I'm going to be
Yes.
sharing with you all the recordings. I still have them in my Zoom account, but also we shall record on that day.
Okay, yeah. Because I need to submit it. I think I need to submit it the week after that. So I would need it by the 21st, I think, if that's
I'll
possible.
make sure that on that same day you get it.
Thank you.
Even
Okay,
this
good.
one that we have recorded, I'm going to extract the recordings and then I
Okay.
will share them.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So yeah, I'm happy that the students had a little bit of fun with the escape room to see it that actually worked in practice. Although I think they need to have more time than we have scheduled now if they want to completely do it in full detail, but at least they can try a little bit already. So I think that will be fun.
Yeah, they will need more time. I'm going to lobby and so that we shall have that lesson a bit extended a bit
That's
with the teacher.
that's also possible.
So I will talk to the teacher, but I will make sure that we start on time.
Yes. Okay. Good. Then I will make sure that I'm there on time.
Yes, in fact, I'm going to plan with them such that in case we can start as early as 10:45, but if by that time everyone is around, then we start a bit early such that we can be able to do that
Yeah,
activity.
then they have half an hour to try to solve it. Then they can, I think it will be possible for them, yes. That would be
Okay.
nice. So 10 for I will already put it in my agenda as well. Good.
If we can, so I'll talk to the students and then
Yes.
see whether we can have it by that time.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Good. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much for the great lesson I'm seeing here.
Yeah.
Thank you for the preparations.
Thank you for giving me the chance to give the class. It will be fun.
So it's going to be really fun.
Okay,
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
Then I will see you next week.
Okay. See you next week.
Yeah. Have a nice evening.
Okay. Nice evening too.